Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
Back to the cave! It's just an endless like. This cave is also slightly awkwardly located. The only way to get to it is to climb up that small mountain. And it's always like slightly steep mountain. It's just mildly irritating. Okay, let's go up here. And then let's go up here. And then, oh, where am I going? Down? No, it's like up. It's up here. And then it's like down here. Here we are. Let me just re-listen to what it was. I feel like it's diaries? Duties. I forgot. Give me one more moment. Deradith. Here we are, Deradith. Here we are. Deradith will still be here, right? It's so quiet though. Uh-oh, what if the answer was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all. Let's stay quiet and moving carefully. Oh, sure you have to go? Well, have a good... Oh, goodbye. Wait, Anyway, you have to go, that's okay. Have a good rest of your evening. Well, day, I feel like you were in Canada. Have a good day. And hopefully I will... Well, I was going to say see you soon, but it's going to be a month. Because my 1 month break starts now. This is the last stream before the break. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in about a month. Do let me know on the Discord. Somebody let me know if there's any interesting Genshin events that I'm about to miss. Yeah. Have a good time. Yes. This is the wonderful disappearance. Yup. But I'll be back in about a month. It won't be that long. And yeah, enjoy Canada. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, have a good... Okay, because Canada is probably like the afternoon, so have a good rest of your day. And thank you. And yeah, I'll see you in about a month. Okay, Kaiko, watch out. Hey, yeah. Shoot, maybe Deradith really is a... Ah, sorry, I didn't know it was you. I had a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? I'm so sorry, I wasn't thinking straight. If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected. Phew, that was so scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it, then you would have known we weren't monsters. To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just had this constant feeling that any second the monsters are going to come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death. That's weirdly precise, though it does explain why your attack on Kaiko was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were going to starve or get killed by monsters, why do you promise that you'd be okay here on your own? I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. You already saved my life once, that's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason? What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Should you really just be an injured civilian? Anyway, so could you get me some food now? You are unbelievable. Sure, I know just the recipe only takes an hour and a half. Oh no! I kind of want to know what happens if we tell her it only takes an hour and a half because she said she's going to starve to death in an hour and a half. I was getting hungry now too. Go on then, you can join us for dinner. Phew, I'm so full. Thanks for saving me again. Salvation feels like a distant memory now. No trouble at all. That's 2 favors you owe me now. Hope you'll keep it count. Hey! You can really pack it away. Deradith. Did I forget already? It's Deradith. Deradith? Give me one more moment. Yup, Doratus. You really can't pack it away. Doratus, guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far. Oh, I tried so hard to hold back, but it was like I still came across like a total lesson. I didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is pretty pretty. Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I've scooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now I'm finally out. The air seems fresher and the stars more beautiful than ever before. You weren't in there that long. Which thought she was going to starve to death, the time probably passed unbearably slowly. When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often my mind would drift to this question: is the starry sky actually real? Ooh. Wait, why would you think that? Does she know about the false sky? My grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath the sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us. Paimon kind of gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with Kaiko is everything to Paimon right now? Seems kind of right, but also not really. I only treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, the stories. I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay beyond its borders. Yeah, go you. So I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger one step at a time, and I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Beyond the stars? Who knows, maybe one day I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world. Ha ha ha! Funny that. Yeah, one day. If only we could tell her. But it's probably the best not to open that can of worms right now. I need to find the Savior and protect my world, then I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I can think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got. You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to read for you now. Sorry, I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal, just like my grandma. When we chat, the more convinced I am that she's not a bad person. It doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her. Hold on, shh, it's them. The monsters are back. Where? Oh, it's an invisible heart. In that case, guess we gotta try that trick again. Can you see them now? Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. I still can't see anything, but please be careful. Is this because of our battle with Skirk that we can, like, switch between all the elements so easily? Like we did the training? Or were we always able to do that? I don't remember. Because it looks like we just sort of switched to stone, but I definitely had pyro. So, I don't know what caused that one. Why is this guy not taking any damage? No, I mean he is, but it's taken a long time. Come back here. Come back here. Where are you? Hello. Where do you come from? Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? I'm slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing alright? Doratus? Doratus? Hey, it's okay. It's nothing to be scared of anymore. Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment. You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances. I was just, the image of Kaiko fighting to protect me, I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do. Alright, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, it's getting late, why don't you stay here tonight? Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Kaiko? I'm both satisfied that Doratus isn't a threat. But it can't hurt to monitor her for another night. Alright, Doratus will be... Huh? Doratus? Why are you going in alone? As you stare at the hibernation chamber key in your hands, you start to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Soon a vivid dreams fills your mind. This is the Night Kingdom. Oh, brother. He's handing them a flower. Aether and the Lord of the Night. My head, it hurts. My headache, it's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness. Doomsday, a fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts slaughter all in sight. Endless pain, a terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior. That's the fall of Khaenri'ah, right? The curse is like the immortality, and is this about Aether being the prince? A dream I just had. Oh, she held our hand in her sleep. Or awake, I don't know. Ah, you're awake. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, Was she holding my hand? You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing at least. That's what my family always did when I had nightmares. It didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think it made it even worse. I'm so sorry. Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Kaiko. On the Kaiko. What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that. Self-control? What does that have to do with it? I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw Aether in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind, if the memory's gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning. No way I'm getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead, but for the rest of the night, I'm staying up to keep an eye on this young lady. Oh, do I really seem that shady to you? Oh no. Paimon is so suspicious. Well, Doratus, this should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first so nothing goes to waste. You can tell which stuff is perishable, right? Yeah, I could tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior. Alright then, we'll be off, but bye for now, Doratus. See ya! Wait, but if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know? That's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mavwika. She'll be able to find us for sure. Mavwika? Who's Mavwika? Hold on, I think I see something over there. Oh! It's the Abyss Order, they're here! It doesn't look like they're marching to war, more like they're running away. Huh? Where? What are you talking about? Bunch of the Abyss Order thugs, you don't see them? They're heading right this way. Wait a second. That's strange, I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. I bet the tried and tested method will allow you to see them. Ah, you're right, I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like. What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Doradith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well now mow these ones down just so that they can't pose a threat to the tribes. Woohoo! All done. Everyone else seems to be below. Guess they really were on the run, huh? There's more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand? Believe me, I'm as doubtful as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Doradith can't. No idea on why those monsters might have been running away. Maybe something went down on the front line. I'm just getting a little worried about Jansen and the others. Let's head back to the Master of the Nightwind right away. We gotta run. Bye for now, Doradith. See ya, and please take care. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Also, this is not a particularly short quest. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a long quest, but it's a decent length. Okay, let's go. Let's go and see. Where are we going? Needs to go. Oh, we're near the other waypoint. Let's go to that waypoint instead. Oh, hey Jansen, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened on the front? The front line has collapsed. Oh. Huh? But how? Did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon? No, relax. Their front line is collapsed, not ours. Phew, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. This is good news, right? Why do you just still look so serious? Did we finally launch an attack? Did we unleash the Pirate Archon's might on them? No, we're still mastering troops, nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. At first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time. Well, what did he see? One person, just a single individual, they stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. He wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated. Alright, I got it. I think I know what happened. I don't. I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerated to some extent, but still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum. You don't need to sweat it, Jansen. For your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up. Yeah, who else could it be? He never misses an occasion like this. So you know how earlier I said we didn't know how to pronounce Dan's wife? And then I saw Shadow Feast researched it while we were streaming. I got a message that says Dan's life pronunciation, and I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm probably still saying it wrong. I think that's about to come in handy. Okay, let me listen to that pronunciation. Now is a very good time to do so. Okay, so from you didn't hear that. Whoops. Okay, going to chart a piece. Dine Slave. Dine Slave? Dine Slave. Something like that. Something about Old Germanic and Dine Slave. Ignorance is here. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are doing this quest. And Dine Slave is about to be here. Let me re-listen to that again. And you're not entirely sure. I still think it's got to be more like Norse, or is that not where that's coming from? Maybe not Norse, but this is based on some research. Good enough for me, but I thought it was from one of the Scandinavia, but equally, maybe Old Germanic is related. I don't know anything about languages. I had to re-listen. Dying Slave. Okay. Dying Slave. It's Lucy from what you read related. Lucy related. Okay. So if it is that then. Could be. Could be. It goes into some of the theories. Your opinion on something going to watch How to Train Your Dragon live action with your girlfriend? Any idea or no? I don't know. I mean, could be. I haven't seen it. But I'm a big fan of animated movies specifically, which means that I'm not a fan of live action movies. So it could be great, it could be not great. I mean, you might as well, and I don't know. Have you seen if there are any good reviews or bad reviews, or does it look like something you'd enjoy? Shadow Piece's personal beef with How to Train Your Dragon, and that is not because of the live action. Shadow Piece's personal beef is with the concept as a whole. Just to clarify. Just to clarify, that has nothing to do with whether or not it's live action. Well, it might also have things to do with live action, but Shadow Piece has beef with the animated version too. I like the animated version, love the animated version, but I don't know about live action because I'm not a live action person. But it might be good. It didn't look as bad as it could have been. As in, some of the like Disney live actions, I look at them and I'm like, why? This one did not make me immediately go, why? But it did a little bit because I like the animated one a lot. So I don't know. You might as well. Anyway, were you waiting for me? It's been a while. I already forgot how you pronounce this. Give me another moment. Okay, Dying Slave, which means it's been a while dying. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shut up. You caused quite a stir, you know, and this is a friend of ours from Natna. Her name's Jansen. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person. It's my honor, Mr. Dying Slave. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself. No need to thank me, I had the Abyss Order for my own reasons. Please don't mind him, Jansen, he always was like that. He's a pretty nice guy deep down. It's quite alright. You as Jansen respect those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I'm still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're all friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time. Sure thing, you probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Jansen. No wonder they were running away. They were running away from Dying Slave. Dying Slave. Hey Dyne, would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend. Jansen, yes, I remember the name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook. Fine, since Jansen wasn't offended, we'll let you off the hook. Since Jansen wasn't offended, we'll let you off the hook. So stubborn, but whatever. So anyway, Dyne, do you have new info on about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example? Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly logical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one. We thought so too, but it sounds like you're no closer to learning what the goal is than we are. I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they've gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them. What do you think we should do? As we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Lead them to their secret plots. If they're willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make the sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever have imagined. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. And never be able to mount such a large campaign again for again. The outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right, the ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal. Everyone gets it, nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right? Right. Wow, okay, a rare candidate response for Dyne. Feels like Dine's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end? Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collector of Plenty. He must have lost it. So he's here in person. Unsurprising given the scale of this operation. Oh, and there's more. After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then this other time we saw a load of monsters that she couldn't. Oh, and she also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matches Kaiko super closely, so we figure it's probably her brother. Hold on, that girl called him the Savior? Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dine? Last time I heard that name, her was before the Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. The term's been around even before the Cataclysm? Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince though? When did the Savior thing come from? Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Minster King and the entire court of Khaenri'ah sent about Laddie proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with him here, all pain and suffering would be brushed away, and the future of Khaenri'ah would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Saviour was a celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All the title really stood for was the Minster King's loss of power. Sounds like the people of Khaenri'ah really believed in him. Is that why Aether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Khaenri'ah Saviour? That certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she's descended from pure-blood Khaenri'ahs afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how our people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired saviour. Paimon gets it now, so she's kind of like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated. Still doesn't explain the invisible monster situation. If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order. Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Master of the Nightwind for tonight? You must be tired after all the fighting today. I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. I like how it's like, rest for the night. We must reconvene in the morning. It's 9 in the morning. I guess we just needed a whole day's rest. I mean, that's so valid, but probably, maybe we were supposed to be doing this in like the mid-afternoon. Because like, yes, have a nice rest after your attack on the enemy today. We'll see you tomorrow. It's currently 9 in the morning. We just had to wait like 23 hours. Because they wanted us to meet between 8 and 12. Okay, where is he? Oh, he's back over here. No, we can't give them that much time. Is that Dine and Jansen discussing strategy together? Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning, what are you guys talking about? Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Schemes of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location, the Cinder City. In the city, huh? That tracks. Seems like that kind of place. Hey, this is great. This could be a chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all. And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too. Yep, our army is almost ready, and we send a message to Mavwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon. I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival. I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dinesleaf. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us. Very well then, I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Jansen. You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer and you'll have a whole army going with you. It's alright. I support your decision, Mr. Dinesleaf. Dinesleaf. Huh? Shouldn't you be talking some sense into him? I admire his courage. I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dinesleaf, I wish you the very best of luck. Thank you. Oh, looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Kaiko. Allow me to join you, Dinesleaf. Alright, fine, I'm coming. For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was going to brave it alone, and then he called his own bluff. We'll go with you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Who are these guys? Have they always been here? Oh yeah. Yeah, they have. I remember these guys. Let's just skip this. My mistake. Now we gotta wait. They really wanted to chat. Anyway, we need to go to the Cinder City. Dine Slave. Dine Slave. Dine Slave. Dine Slave. Dine Slave. Dine Slave. 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 It still sounds wrong. We need to re-listen again. Ooh. In we go. Is this the place the Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan? All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to actually make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once I find this out, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can. It's been so long since we fought with Zion side by side. I'm as confident we can clear this place out long before Jansen arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go! This battle, Giants. Ooh! You get to play as Dainslife? Dainslife will show you the might of the Twilight Sword, summoned to clear up the obstructions that bar your path. Horsemanship. Dainslife has a master as the Khaenri'ah court guard, Captain Nelson to easily spy the weaknesses in opposing elemental wars. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses and allowing to also destroy their void. Oh. Oh, you like summon him to join you. Oh. Oh, that's weird. I don't like this. Because it's like party setup, as if I was ever gonna choose a different party from the tiny team. Okay, he says you'll get another chance. Oh, did I accidentally use him again? Oh, my bad. I was meant to be clicking Siege Queen from the tiny team, but I think I clicked 5 instead of 4. Okay, I think that means we should summon him to deal with that. I think he dealt with it, but he also kind of didn't. I guess he got rid of the glowy bits. Ooh, elect him. Ooh, what happens if I summon him now? Ooh, he just does some damage and then just leaves. I like it. He's just like another character that you can use, like a burst. He's got a cooldown, or a skill, I guess. And then you just like let him be. It's a very different battle than the one we fought Jansen. No one's backing down, they're fighting back with everything they have. In the construction of the headquarters suits me. Oh. I didn't think they spied the battle in the first place? I think maybe it said that? I don't know. I got too close. I wasn't expecting that to actually be a problem. I would have waited otherwise. Nahida! This is fine. Let's summon him. Let's continue. That's not what I meant to do. It's so funny seeing him just sort of like appear, do one move and then disappear again. Iconic. That was quick. Don't slave. Relentless spectre that haunts us. The abyss is still present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain. That means he's in here. Is this not where we're meant to go? Or does it really want me to use dance life, like right here? No, that was completely pointless. Maybe it's this way? Where am I meant to be going? No, that's just a big hole. Where am I meant to be continuing onwards? It's somewhere here, right? Yeah, but tell me where I need to go. It just says continue onwards. But this is onwards. Now what? Hello? Is it this way? I don't think so. Where are you going? The battle's that way. But how am I meant to... Well, how do I get there? But Paimon, how do I... Where am I going? Hello? I don't think that helped. And now I'm like weirdly low down. Oh, no, climb back up there. I just realized we've been doing this entire battle with Nahida. Slave probably hates that. Like, he's been fighting with an Archon this entire time. Slave. Something like that. Where am I meant to be going? I was hoping he'd like lead the way, but he really didn't. Has this glitched? Do I need to like quit and come back? What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. Oh. Well, I'm back up here. But where do you want me to go? Is it here? Is this where he wants to go? Oh, it is. I think he's on the other side. Did I just completely miss? Like, how do I get over the... I'm stuck. I need to climb on the other side of this wall. just missed this, is there? Wasn't it Dance Slave? Just completely, like, one of the guys is almost gone. This is 3, Angst of the Frigid Glare, and 5, Hulda the Corrupt. He's powerful. Just got rid of one of them for me. That's very convenient. Let's just set him on fire. I'm sure that's how we do this. You reached the end, but still no trace of your brother, so who's calling the shots here? I can't believe we just managed to miss. That was what was going on this whole time. Are you kidding me? Oh, here's... See, I knew this place was going to be a battleground. It's the Inquisitus Baptist! Words of the Heaven's End. Twilight Sword, Dine Slave. Oh, let me look this up again. Twilight Sword, Dine Slave. Is this really what you want? It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man. So where's Kaiko's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here? This is a hunt to you. I must say, I pity you, Dine Slave. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. And today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak? Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you've already run, or that you can still turn the tide of this war. And allow me to be frank, as far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. I do not merely mean this battle. No, His Highness has achieved something far greater. And today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. The greatest wish, does that mean... Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with leyline reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Khaenri'ah. What? Use the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack with Master Nightwind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no, this makes too much sense. Correct, as of now, our homeland has been revived. And all my comrades that you have slain, that's right, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Khaenri'ah restored to life. What a load of drivel. The falsehoods are riddled with flaws, my ears tired of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines? Right, you just need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just rewove. Plus, if it was really so easy, my weekend and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war. I have one simple question. If Khaenri'ah hasn't even revived as you claim, then where is it? Oh, you poor fools, clinging to delusions even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war? The girl. Anything amiss? Are these signs that I could have missed? Are there signs I could have missed? I said something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natman's ley lines. What does that mean? Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any technical risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on. I also vaguely remember seeing Aether in the Night Kingdom facing the door of the night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. The Abyss Order chose to retreat from the stronghold. The meditation of the Abyss Order's followers. I can see monsters at the same time as Doritis. I forgot already how to pronounce her name. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with the answer easily. That is in their usual style. Going to a guard station near the Master Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. Okay, let me just re-listen to the pronunciation again. and then I got to see monsters at the same time as Doradus. I couldn't see the monsters that Doradus could see, and she couldn't see the monsters that I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. That one. Assuming he's right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Doradus. If she's Khaenri'ah, like Nine suspects, then that means the revived Khaenri'ah that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Doradus has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Khaenri'ah has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. This is the only thing that you should demand our attention this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. I love it. He does say be baptized, and he is the Baptist, so this is very fitting. Okay, let's just let Yao Yao heal everybody. Oh, he's at it again. It's done in there. Okay, he's down once again. Let's keep going. We're about halfway down. Ooh. Okay, this guy's only fiery, which is a bit annoying, because fiery is probably the element I'm least good at fighting. Because of like half the team being fiery characters, or like, well, plant characters and fiery characters have similar, like, I don't know, dispositions. Like the plants make the fire worse, which does not help if you already have too much fire, as in if you don't want fire. That should be all of them, right? So we destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow that didn't feel satisfying at all. I'm still thinking about what the guy said, Kaiko. You look really worried. Doradus? Doradus is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about all of this. I understand you think she might be from the revived Khaenri'ah, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Khaenri'ah can be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-match cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. He's back! Oh! Uh-oh! What does that mean? I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of mortality has struck you too, then harden. 500 years on, I still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, giant slave, you may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade. Ah, your arrogance and malice cost you all my respect long ago. Be that as it may, under circumstances I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of mortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other. Speak for yourself, I intend to kill you 100 times over. Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never in all my worst nightmares have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone. That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Khaenri'ah, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become. Alright, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps chat a little? What, not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on. I never thought you'd side with the Abyss or the Harden. You could have easily blamed the Prince for his betrayal. Indeed, when the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Saviour to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Khaenri'ahs, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods. I suppose you've changed a lot over the past 500 years, otherwise I'd have never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent Blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much. Is that so? All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless, rash. And as much as it pains you to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sir Logi, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point discussing it now, of course, but all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Harden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What, too cowardly to admit it? I'm sorry, Giant Slave. I would apologize to you for this action truly, but the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me, look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memory, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for my misdeeds, any misdeeds that are mine, so please tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home. No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Giant Slave slowly closed his eyes, countless memories of Khaenri'ah flood into his mind. All the sights, memories and feelings, everything etched into the heart and mind and gradually brought back to the forefront once again, alongside things of nostalgia and loss. Simply recalling everything seems to take a long, long time. You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it, about our golden age? I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy. Is that so? What a pity, but this will be quite sufficient, as long as the Loom of Fate heard what I could not. Uh-oh. The Loom of Fate? What have you done? Tell me. I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, John's life. You're right, I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. No! Think of ley lines as a collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The Loom of Fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could, even though fragments are all that remain in most cases. The more we all share, the more that can be restored. The Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose was to supply the Loom with memories, wasn't it? Indeed, we are a people in exile, turned 500 years in the future. We weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world, and what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world rewoven from broken memories shall itself be broken. So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down. Precisely, for you possess a ring left you by your elder brother which continuously resets your body's condition. Ooh. There's a ring left to you by your elder brother which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours, but of all Khaenri'ahs you remain, you are sure to remember the most. You had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price, even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait. This was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it, a few of my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Loom of Fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run. Perhaps, but it is the gamble Our Highness has chosen to make, and thanks to you, the Loom of Fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. You, Khaenri'ah, is complete. Enough about your beloved leader. You said you'd pay any price for memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it. Ooh. Ooh, that is so... Ooh. It makes so much sense, but it's kind of cruel, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. Return to the cave! We must return to the cave. The cave. We gotta figure out if, Doratus? I forget every single time, and then I re-listen to Shadowpiece's voice note, and then I forget again. I think it's Doratus. We gotta see if she's real. And what that means. But also, if New Khaenri'ah didn't exist yet, but now it does? I'm confused. Can we just ask her what year it is? That thing. Oh, there she is. It's Doratus. Great, she's still here. Cutscene. Doratus? Doratus, are you okay? Did something happen? What is this? Could this be the cataclysm? Is this where Doratus is right now? So she really is... We're not from the same world, are we? No, I come from your future. Wait, but that's great. That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me what happens to Khaenri'ah, what happens to my homeland. Oh no. No, wait, don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I already found my savior. It's you. You protected me. I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So is there anything you can give me as a memento, proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. Memento? We're giving her the key? Wait. Huh? What is it? Is she the Hilichurl? If this is her future, if this is her fate... Wait. No, why is there a choice here? Give the key or keep the key. I feel like I need to Google it. What happens if I... What does it do? I'm so confused. Give me one moment while I Google this. I need to know what happened. Okay, if I give the key. Okay, it sounds like if you give the key, you lose it from your inventory, but if you keep the key, you keep it. And, like, life should be the same. I'm gonna keep the key, because I want to keep the key. Oh. What's happening? What's happening? Is she okay? I think she froze. Huh? What's this? Oh, brother! So that's what happened. Isroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. Isroth! Time! Ooh, the shades are all here today. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. Either you knew all of this? I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Khaenri'ah, was preparing to do my part to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Doradith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So she actually did it. We'd been separated ever since I awakened into that. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere, and then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. Oh no, I thought the Shade of Time was kind of like benevolent, but she made everything worse. I was facing an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Khaenri'ah was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision, and I went to see you. And then? But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. You're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment? I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years ago in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Issaroth? Doradith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped the Saviour would rescue Khaenri'ah, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought back led the Saviour to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Have you done what you set out to do? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Khaenri'ah are complete. I'd always thought that Tibet's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the leaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and I activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intervat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Doradith to cross paths. Child of Peace, you've missed some things. That few minutes you were gone, our brother's here, we found out what happened. Let me tell you, because I think this is very important. So we were sitting there. Did you see we were watching the Cataclysm with Doradith? we were in the Cataclysm, and then we had to choose whether or not to give her the key. And we decided not to give her the key, because it says you can keep, I googled it, it said you can keep the key in your inventory, and I was like, I want to keep it in my inventory, so I kept the key. And then the rate of froze, our brother appeared out of a portal, and we found out how this all started. It all started because 500 years ago, this Deradith had the key. She found our brother, gave him the key, and said his sister is looking for him. He panicked because he'd been looking for us this entire time, because he woke up in Khaenri'ah, whatever, 500 years ago, couldn't find us. He went to look for us. He found us in our little hibernation pod, sound asleep. He was so confused. And in doing so, he didn't save Khaenri'ah. And then, because he didn't save Khaenri'ah, like, everything crashed and burned, and now he's been like trying to make up for his past mistake, which is how he's ended up here. He said he was in like an impossible place because Khaenri'ah needed his help, but so he needed to find his sister. So he chose us over Khaenri'ah, but he like met Deradith and everything, and then in the process, now 500 years later, he's using the Loom of Fate to recreate Natlan's ley lines, and he put them, not Natlan, Khaenri'ah, and he put them in Natlan because Lord of the Night said he could. And in doing so, he superimposed New Khaenri'ah on top of like current Natlan, which is how we bumped into Deradith, because she showed up because of this weird superposition of time and space of like Khaenri'ah from 500 years ago in current Natlan, which is how we met her, and like this is how we ended up in a loop. And then apparently he found us in the pod, he woke us up, and we ran, and then I assume that's when the Heavenly Principles attacked us with cubes. Not Heavenly Principles, because there was that new video, I don't know if people have seen it, but the space one, that's what those cubes are, that's the ruler of space. And the ruler of time, I thought she was somewhat benevolent, but she's caused all this kerfuffle. Yeah, you were gone for like 5 minutes and you missed everything. You gotta rewatch just this portion. But yeah, the superimposition is what allowed you and Deradith to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. He's not lying about that, at least, but what I don't understand is why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Khaenri'ah was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials and the superimposed realm as the template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. This is a product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Khaenri'ah's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Khaenri'ah can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Khaenri'ah so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Khaenri'ah 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. You forgot us! What? Your memories were erased? The recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Khaenri'ah. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me, but even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the Heavenly Principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Is that why he's not a descender? Because he got like so ingrained in the story? Oh. I know you always want to change fate, we both do, but this time I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss the chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. Oh, he had to give her the key so that she has a key to cause everything. Oh, cutscene. I don't know why. But the way you're talking, it just doesn't sound like you at all. Either. This whole thing. Your plan. What does it have to do with us? all along. It's only ever been about us. Goodbye. We'll begin anew at the end of your journey.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.